morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to talk about two things in the comments that have been talked about before. One was nitric oxide, and specifically citrulline. Citrulline is one of my favorite nitric oxide products because it seems to be the most amount of studies on it, and also because it seems to work. So here's what you really need to know. The sweet spot for citrulline, 6 grams. Okay? 6 grams. And one of the reasons why it doesn't work that well for a lot of people is because they're not getting enough of it. If you look into most of your pre-workouts, you might get 2 grams, 3 grams, 4 grams, and it's usually citrulline malate. Now, when they say there's 6 grams of citrulline malate in a pre-workout, it really means there's 4 grams of citrulline and 2 grams of malate, which you would think to yourself, okay, that's not that bad, I'll just get some extra citrulline, right? Well, in a couple studies that they did, specifically in one study where they're testing the effect of citrulline malate on German volume training, which is a high volume type of activity, they found that people weren't getting much of a result from it. But then when they tested the product itself, they found that it had less than half the citrulline in there that they said it did. So instead of 6 grams, it really had maybe 3. And then they tested several other products, which they didn't name in the study, and what they found was that all of them had, again, around half the citrulline that they said they actually did. So you're going to want to look for pure citrulline, or else add more citrulline to what you're doing, or else try to get about 12 grams of citrulline malate to create the same effect. Now, the cool thing about citrulline is it regenerates arginine in your body, and actually in a 1-to-1 ratio. For example, 1 gram of citrulline, 1 gram of arginine actually produces more arginine than the arginine does, which is counterintuitive, but something weird about your body. Secondly, they found that if they take citrulline and combine it with a couple grams of arginine, you actually get a faster peak effect of arginine for nitric oxide production in your body. So at least for your purposes, you get a better pump. The second thing that citrulline does, which is kind of interesting, is actually increases endurance and decreases perception of fatigues. But most of the reason why most of the people here would be taking it would be just for a better pump. Let's face it, it's a cosmetic value. You look more vascular, you feel good about yourself, you get a better pump from the gym, you just think your life is just really good that day. But the real trick there is going to be 6 grams of pure citrulline, or else 10 to 12 grams of citrulline malate. Okay, the second thing that people were asking me on this, in the comments I wanted to confront today, or I should say talk about today, would be ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is Ayurvedic, I believe it's called Ayurvedic type of herb that's been used for a couple thousand years as an adaptogen. So what it does is it buffers you from stress. It also gives you more energy. It also improves your ability to think. It also has been shown to increase testosterone levels and fertility in males. And on top of that, it's... Sorry, what was I going to say? Oh. It also lowers cortisol and affects blood sugar. Sorry about that little blurb there. So ashwagandha is actually a good thing for you to take because anything that's an adaptogen is going to make it so the stress doesn't affect you quite so badly. Therefore, you just have more energy in general. You just are focused and you just behave a little bit better than you normally would because you just feel better. And bonus tip for the day, by the way, since we just covered ashwagandha, would be vitamin C as a cortisol suppressor. There was an interesting study that they did a long time ago where they found that if they gave people 4 grams of vitamin C, and they gave them a math test and a public speaking event, which are considered to be stressful events for most people, these people had cortisol levels that spiked, and they also had a control group. They had cortisol levels that spiked as high as the control group, but they came down quite a bit faster, which means their overall stress levels were a lot less than they normally would be. And that's all I have for you right now. I'll have some more for you later. Thank you. Goodbye.